was a gathering of who is who in the political scene of the Kwara North Senatorial District as the traditional rulers, politicians, youth and political stakeholders in Kwara North converge on Moro local government headquarters in Bode, Saadu to participate in the first Kwara North Youth Unity Summit aimed at charting a way forward on the present political situation in the region. With the theme Kwara North Unity, Issues and Solutions, aimed at coming together as an entity in order to be a formidable force to be reckoned with comes 2027. In his opening remarks, the A2 and Vice Chairman, Kwara State Traditional Council, Alhaji Ibrahim Umar Bologi II, emphasized the need for all to be united and work together as a team to achieve the common goal, which is to occupy the #1 seat in Kwara State comes 2027. He noted that Kwara North Project 2027 is targeted at ensuring that the zone is not left behind comes 2027.
I'm seriously overwhelmed to see the Kwara North here present. Indeed, Kwara North is ready 2027, inshallah. Indeed, we are ready. May Allah accept our prayers. I want to welcome everyone here present today to this important gathering. This is historical. This will go down in history. As we are organizing the first Kwara Summit for the youth, and the main purpose of this gathering today is for our unity, the Kwara North unity. I want to thank everyone for finding out time to come here today to attend this program. We all know the importance of unity in what we are trying to achieve. It is my prayer, or it is our prayer, that in the spirit of togetherness, fairness and justice and equity, the whole Kwara State will support Kwara North coming 2027. But we can achieve this without unity. We must unite ourselves. We all have differences, and we must keep that differences aside if really we are ready. And you say, united we stand. May Allah guide us all. By the grace of Almighty Allah, I declare this summit open.
In his keynote address, a former governor of Kwara State, Alhaji Shaba Lafiaji, who was represented, commended the youth from Kwara North for championing the cause of unity and solidarity for the progress of the zone. He called for unity of purpose, stressing that the aspiration of the zone can only be achieved if everyone comes together as brothers and sisters.
Since the return of democracy in 1999, we have not only been supportive of other legs of the tripods that makes our great state Kwara Central and Kwara South. We have been committed to the development of Kwara State and Nigeria as a whole. However, all our shots at leading the state have been voided, not as a result of any political disability, but mostly because political permutations have usually been shielded against our district. In fact, the period when in continuation of equitable zoning after Governor Ahmed's administration, it was thwarted against us for calculated political reasons. However, it's treason to say that Kwara's political landscaping is changing so fast, and our district stands the best of chances to produce next governor in the future elections. In pursuit of the attainment of this vision, therefore, we must not allow our story to be written for us. We must echo our unity as one northern Kwara. Even though we speak different languages, the understanding with which we rotate the senatorial position is not found anywhere in Kwara State, and that demonstrates our oneness, which we should applaud to lobby and appeal to our brothers and sisters from the southern and central parts of the state to support us like we have always done to them. This kind of summit that is moved by non-political use is certainly that will move Kwara North to the promised land. It's my belief, and we must unite for the purpose of Kwara North's development. And such development can only be attainable if we are conscious-minded and progressive to ensure a person with genuine passion, local intelligence, deep understanding of Kwara governance and political dynamics becomes the next governor of Kwara State. I believe we have qualified hands. I'm therefore appealing and requesting all guest speakers to be upright enough to tell us the best ways Kwara North can mobilize necessary support from critical stakeholders for not only the attainment of Kwara North governorship come to determine, but overall development of Kwara North. For me, it's time not only indefinite progress, but give us workable solutions.
In his message, the chairman, Kwara North Youth Consultative Forum, Abdudayan Umar, noted that the Kwara North of today is not the Kwara North of their dream, as the region have been left out compared to other regions. He called for unity among all stakeholders in the region so as to achieve the goal of producing the next governor of the state.
That in Kwara North we have our pains and gains from the past and present government. However, our brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, and leaders, both in the past and present, have equally done their best within their confines of their powers and ability to protect the interests of the region. Nevertheless, I have a strong belief that with the more united Kwara North, the people of Kwara North stand to achieve more. Be that as it may, there is a popular saying that I quote, "Human being by nature is a political animal," end quote. And politics by its nature is driven by interest. Oftentimes, politicians and their followers, alike in their bids to achieve these interests, go extra mile to an extent that they step on toes and offend family members, friends, colleagues, neighbors, and a section of or an entire community. The manner, pattern, and level of this politically motivated enmity among us, the people of Kwara North, is a peculiar one, and this should be reduced to the barest minimum as it constantly denies us the common sense and communal spirit of collective tackling our common challenges such as abject poverty and infrastructural decadence across the various sectors of human life. And in the 5 local governments, namely Bode, TSOEDE, Moro, and Particular Senatorial District. It is evidently true that our politicians, political office holders, both elected and appointed in the past and currently, and across the political parties, have made and are making efforts within the confines of their powers and abilities and resources to ensure our challenges are alleviated. The truth is that we cannot say that the Kwara North of 1998 is the same as Kwara North of 2024. Of course, the positive change we have seen within the period were through the effort of our political office holders, who have occupied one position or the other from 1999 to date. I want to therefore use this opportunity to commend their efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to also state that the Kwara North today is not the Kwara North of our dream as a region. It's left far behind compared to her counterparts in the state. There are several pieces of evidence that point to the fact that we are partly responsible for our current regrettable situation. The problem stems from our inability to form a common front, decisively tackling our common challenges, imbalance in political representation, either in elected or appointed political offices, and lack of internal mechanism and institutional framework in addressing the internal political conflicts. It is therefore safe to say that it is the above-mentioned internal challenges that the external forces leverage to continue to push us down, thereby slowing the growth and development of our region. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the realization of these internal challenges and the desired commitment to tackle them head-on that led to the formation of Kwara North Youth Consultative Forum. The forum since its formation immediately after 2023 election and its commitment to provide pragmatic approach to these internal challenges of the region has traveled to Kaduna, Abuja, Mina, Lagos, and across local government of Kwara North to preach peace and unity among the leaders of the region, and appeal to them to imbibe the spirit of tolerance and forgiveness among themselves in the interest of senatorial district and its people. Alhamdulillah, it is the result of the effort of this forum with the sincere support of our royal fathers, political leaders, senior civil servants, businessmen, and of course well-wishers across the senatorial district that battled today's summit. It is therefore my sincere hope that today's summit will mark the turning point in charting a new course in the history of our dear senatorial district.
In their various lectures, Professor Jamal Bello and Professor Umar Gunu, who dwelt on the theme of the summit, identified dialogue and reconciliation, enhancing socio-economic development, and strengthening political inclusiveness as some of the solutions to the lingering issues facing the people of Kwara North.
Kwara North Senatorial District consists of 5 local governments as we have known. Out of the 16 local governments in the state, one was created in 1976, Bode was created in 1991, Kwara was created also in 1991, then Patije and Moro, they were created in 1976. We know they were carved out. The issues that are germane to Kwara North unity are as follows. Unlike other geopolitical zones in Kwara State, Kwara North has unique in terms of language. And all this can be summarized. One, issue of tribalism is one issue in Kwara North. Ethnicity, ethnocentrism, then all ethno-religions, because sometimes you cannot separate ethnic from religion. It's too interwoven. Then second, is elected and appointed positions. It's an issue. Elected and appointed positions. 3, power sharing. How do we share power? Then 4, population. And then the voting power. Population is one. Voting power is also a goal close to the population. But there must be voting power. And voting power starts from 18 and above. Let's start with tribalism, ethnicity, ethnocentrism, or ethno-religionism. there's no doubt in the fact that tribalism, that is tribal consciousness, and loyalty as against loyalty to the state, ethnicity, people who share a common cultural background or descent, ethnocentrism, superiority of one ethnic group over other ethnic groupings, and ethno-religionism, unification by a common religion and ethnic background are determinant factors, among others, in the social relationship in Kwara North, as well as in its politics. All this we counted determines how the politics look like.
We belong to different parties, and as we belong to different parties, we fight for our individual interests rather than the common interests of Kwara North. Our political party in Kwara North has to be Kwara North, not any of the registered political party. If we take Kwara North as a political party, I'm sure we'll be able to achieve our objective in 2027. But if you consider the way we are coming right from 1999, I'm sorry, we have to change our mind and our orientation and come together. Another problem has to do with the lack of a political representation. If we take the whole state as a whole, you will realize that our representatives are minute compared to other two senatorial zones, Kwara Central and Kwara South. And one of the major problems is it has to do with women representation. Our women are not adequately represented in our political positions. We have a problem of education and health disparities. We have inadequate schools. We have limited access to health facilities. We have security concerns. We have intercommunal conflict. We have kidnapping. But with all these problems, what are the likely solutions? Number one, promoting dialogue and reconciliation. Encouraging community engagement through participatory decision-making processes can empower local residents to voice their concerns, contribute ideas for development, and strengthen social cohesion. Community engagement encourages active participation from communities within Kwara North that can also contribute to unity. Involving residents in decision-making process, development initiative, and policy discussions can create a sense of ownership and belonging. Another solution has to do with enhancing socio-economic development. Economic development initiatives promote development towards specific needs of Kwara North that can help uplift the region economically. Supporting sectors such as agriculture, mining, tourism, and manufacturing industry can boost prosperity and foster unity. Investing in infrastructure development projects can benefit all communities that can equally help alleviate disparities and improve living standards across Kwara North. Access to basic amenities such as clean water, health facilities, road, electricity, schools, and market foster social inclusion and enhances quality of life for residents.
There were goodwill messages from the traditional rulers and various political stakeholders from the northern zone of the state.
For us to realize our ambition at least to achieve our goal for governorship to come to Kwara North in 2027, we need to unite. We should not allow ourselves. I'm talking to politicians. We are here to advise you people.
We are highly united. But when it comes to politics, there is need for us to be very, very careful indeed. What has given us the opportunity was a very long time. So it was a blessing to our parents, to rural elders. Please, we want to benefit that from you when you are united. Also aware of that. So that at our own time, we will have a late parents.
I'm happy that the actual party has brought up some key issues, some issues that are considered fundamental. I want us to know that it's not just enough to recall the youth. Each and every one of us must voice the youth. In fact, it's not even a privilege to be youth. It is a privilege to be an old man like myself. So, but since it is now your time and turn to be youth, I think you need to understand what is special about the youth. There are two elements to the youth. There's the generational and of course the attitudinal. The majority of us we are 20-something years and so on, up to a certain age. That's youth. Everybody passes through that phase. But the most important, which some of which is Royal Highness, everybody gets also recognized. But of course, we believe in that.
We have one goal here today, and only one goal. And I will practically say that is what we are all united on. That come 2024, 2027, it is our desire that the governorship of Kwara State should come to Kwara North. It can happen, and it will happen, inshallah. But it's not going to be easy, because we are going to continually have differences. We are going to continuously disagree. It is not possible that for all of us in this zone, we are going to have the same thoughts, the same wants, the same desires. It's not possible. And that is what is going to make it difficult. But if we are united and we agree that come 2027, the governorship should come to Kwara North, some of us will make sacrifices. When we sit down and we see that our desires are in conflict with this aspiration, we take a back stage and say, let this be my sacrifice for Kwara North.
The elders have all spoken, not more to say. I want you to pay attention to the papers presented by the academics. Every development is first of all forecasted by your academics. They analyze your situation, tell you where your problems are, add your own, work on those problems, you will get to where you want to get. The only thing left is for you to have a central planning committee, which you have, and let your central planning committees have strategic committees that look strategic issues that will listed.
It's for me to correct one impression here. That Moro is clearly a Yoruba-dominated government. I don't feel like Yoruba. In statistics, our interest, when we have a project, is to minimize the risk. The project before us is old 2027, and by the grace of God, power will shift from 2027.
We have listened carefully and keenly from all the presentations. The key issues all of us we take seriously are one, our guest speaker, our father, the distinguished Senator Chairman Abia, said something very critical. He said that the leadership of Kwara State eluded us, not because we are politically disabled, but because the political permutations have always been skewed against us. That is a very significant statement. Since we are not disabled, we therefore use our ability to do something, which is, we are not going to be complaining, we are not going to be making noise and be crying. We will go back to the drawing board, we are going to plan and make sure that that political permutation is favoring Kwara North, not to be skewed against us. And to do that, the journey has started. In particular, we are here today led by our powerful youth. And by the way, I know that all of us, major stakeholders, we are also youth. We are part of the youth now, even though some people have white beard, some have mixture of black and white. It's just aesthetic. We are all youth. One leg, some put one leg in youth, some one leg in elders, but basically we are also youth. As far as Kwara Senatorial District, we are moving forward. And by His grace, we will reach to our destination. There is no, when our guest speakers are talking, Professor Kamara and Professor Gulu, we have emphasized what districts are saying, all our populations, but the most important thing why we are here today is the unity of Kwara North Senatorial District.
We were told by the National Assembly that the way we can rotate the governorship in Nigeria is through the zoning and the rotation. Some of us brought this idea and we put it on the platform, especially of the youth. But as if we were not talking, those of us who knew the meaning of zoning and the rotation, who were being attacked verbally and all sorts of accusations. It is better for us, especially the youth, when an issue is raised, don't ever attack the messenger. You only look at the message and give a very rightful solution. That will be the best thing that can lead us to where we are going. And I wish all of us a safe journey to our various destinations and a safe journey to Ahmad Bello come 2027 and beyond. Thank you very much.
Time has come for the youth to mobilize women because we carry how many of us here? Each one of you sitting here has 1, 2, 3, 4 wives. If everybody will come out to vote, we have a silent vote. So we should create more awareness for women to go out to vote. And when we go out to vote, please don't go and stand by the door and say don't vote for this. We are not saying Kwara North. Whoever emerges, let's support. We are talking about unity. Unity is paramount for us. And the unity in us brings us to the road we want to go.
Power is not given at the cards. Is that it? So I urge us to come together, not to allow ourselves to be divided by primordial, sentiments, by personal interest as against the collective interest of our area and our state of harmony. But not just that, we should have what we want. And what we want is holistic, sustainable development that is anchored on good governance. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Well, we are planning better now, and this is one of those events of that strategic planning to be sure that we get it right this time around. Inshallah, Almighty Allah will make it possible for Kwara this time. Well, there's no distraction. We are going to be united, we will be focused, and we will engage other senatorial districts to see a reason why they should support us and give us the opportunity.
Some dignitaries spoke on the brain behind the Kwara North Project 2027.
With the way we have started today, we believe we can continue like this, as the former professor said the other time, that let Kwara North take this political position to be said, Kwara North is our party. We will do that, that is unity, so that at least all of us will vote for one party and make sure we get our aims in there.
Unity, I think the set out goal for any given organization or society will definitely be achieved. And that is to tell you, unity, harmony is key to every developmental strive of any given society. So unity is very key in determining the portions of what the Kwara North has gathered here for this afternoon and this morning rather. Without unity, I doubt if we can be able to achieve this laudable objective of ours.
4 cardinal points were supposed to be discussed, and to the glory of God, they have been discussed by our traditional rulers, our stakeholders, and then our core politicians. Indeed, the 4 cardinal points are unity among Kwara North. 2, let the Kwara Northerners continue to be their brother's keeper, as well as being united for Kwara Northerners to be able to take the position of the first citizen of Kwara State in 2027.
The take home is the fact that the people of Kwara North, by the efforts of our youth, have resolved that come 2027, Kwara North will be united and be able to, so that we'll be able to take the office of the governor of Kwara State, which we believe we deserve.
Well, you know, in politics, particularly in democracy, unity of purpose is very paramount. We are meeting here to talk to each other about the need for us to be united so that by 2027 we will have the governorship slots. We are all trying to persuade each other. Unity is not something you can get at a go. It requires a lot of effort. Let people understand your motive. Let them know your mission. So we are just starting. You can see our traditional rulers here. We are trying to make sure that we all key in on the purpose.
We are sending message to our counterparts from Kwara South and Kwara Central that we Kwara North, especially the youth constituency, we are ready to lead the state from the front, and we are going to produce a governor for all the states, a governor for Kwaras. It is not a governor that will be for Kwara Northerners alone. No, we are producing a Kwara Northerner that is going to be competent, that is going to have that charisma and maturity and exposure and the network to leverage on the good works that Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak is laying, the good foundation he is laying.
We give glory to God. This event has further testified that Kwara North people can come together irrespective of their political sentiment, irrespective of their tribe, and irrespective of their religion. We call everyone from Kwara North to come and discuss about our unity towards 2027. You can see there are PDP, APC, SDP, there are traditional rulers, captains of industry. We all come together to discuss the way forward of our central district. This is to tell you we are everly ready more than before. And even those who are not on this trajectory, we will reach out to them, we are going to talk to them and engage them. And it is not about, let me say, a violence. Our brothers from Kwara Central and South, this still require a dialogue. This will require a amicable discussion. We will let them know that we have so far pays our dues to them. We have been supporting them to become the governor of Kwara State. The time for them to reciprocate the support and love we show to them is now. And I believe the people of Kwara South Central, they are people who are on the path of equity, justice. There are people who are responsible. They will grant us this opportunity to also have our shot at the Ahmadu Bello.
They all resolved to work together in actualizing the Kwara North Project 2027.
Well, we are planning better now, and this is one of those events of that strategic planning to be sure that we get it right this time around. Inshallah, Almighty Allah will make it possible for Kwara this time around.
What do you think will be done to avoid any distraction in achieving that goal this time around, sir?
Yeah, well, there's no distraction. We are going to be united, we'll be focused, and we'll engage other senatorial districts to see a reason why they should support us and give us the opportunity.
Unity is very key in determining the pursuance of what the Kwara North has gathered here for this afternoon and this morning rather. Without unity, I doubt if we can be able to achieve this laudable objective of ours. And what is the objective? Is for the two other senatorial districts to be unanimous to concede the gubernatorial ticket to Kwara North 2027 the way and manner Kwara North used to also cooperate and support other senatorial districts in the previous electionary year. So this time around, that gesture should be reciprocated by conceding that governor ticket to Kwara North. So